my passion is really for that planner or wedding pro in general that's maybe around that like $60,000 mark in revenue. And they're like, I'm doing okay. Like my clients are coming in, I'm figuring it out, but how do I not work every Saturday?
Uno, dos, tres.
Why Orlando? And Orlando's where you're based now, correct?
Yeah, Orlando is where I grew up. I've been here
Okay.
since I was 4, so I can't ever really imagine leaving, to be honest. And we're in the mecca of weddings and hospitality. I mean, why would I really have any need to ever leave? Even for college, I thought that. All my friends were going away for college, and I was like, "But I have one of the best hospitality schools here, and I'm in the mecca of hospitality. Why would I leave?" So I've always been here, and we're the number 2 wedding destination behind Las Vegas. So we have no shortage of weddings, that's for sure.
I love that you said that. I think that a lot of wedding pros throughout the country,
Mhm.
I think no matter where you are, it's easy to kind of have that grass is greener mindset, right? Like
Yeah,
for us here in California, I'm in Southern California and it's like things have been locked down. You hear about
yeah.
places like Texas, that, and I actually just was talking to CC Todd, from
Oh, yeah.
Alabama,
Yeah.
and she's like, Corona, what? Like, I don't even know what coronavirus is
Here
here.
too,
Right.
we're under no restrictions anymore, 0 restrictions. So we're wide open, wedding season as normal. It's
I'm
crazy.
packing my bags. I'm packing my bags. But I think that idea that the grass is greener, like obviously there
Mhm.
are the problems that come along with any
Yeah.
market, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How do you at what point, I guess, do you go from being a wedding planner, luxury wedding
Mhm.
planner, then doing corporate events? At what point are you like, I've got an unlock here. I've got something that other people need. I'm passionate about teaching. I want to go into coaching. At
Yeah.
what point did that happen?
Not really that long ago. I mean, it's been, I say 18 months, but most of the people who've been watching me are like, it really was last summer. I mean, we came up with the idea, and my husband really pushed me into it kind of the fall of 2019.
Okay.
So right before the pandemic hit, we started our podcast. We kind of just, I didn't even have an Instagram account before that. So we started an Instagram account. I started really pushing into social media. What's funny too is that I am I love video. I love live video. I love video, audio, like everything about just winging it, kind of I just
Totally.
love it. And
Spontaneous,
yes,
impromptu. I'm with you.
but that's not the way it was then. I mean, I had never gone live before 2019. Even the first like half a dozen times I went live, I would like throw up after. It was terrible because I was like, I can't do this. But, I love to always encourage people and say, go back and watch my stuff from like go scroll down to the bottom of my Instagram. You will see how trash it is. Like it's so bad. Watch my original IG lives, Facebook lives. What happened for me is that so the unlock kind of happened because I speak a lot at our hospitality school. We have an incredible hospitality school here, and I speak a lot there. I'm an alumni of the school, and I sit on their advisory council. So I'm there quite often, a couple times a semester to speak. And I started realizing I really, really love teaching. Like I love teaching. And I think one of the hardest things for me as a business owner wasn't necessarily how to become a wedding planner. It was more once I got to that phase where I was good at it and I had maybe 1 or 2 people on my team, I could not figure out how to scale from, just under $100,000 in revenue to really into that multiple 6 figures. And
Mhm.
and I say this all the time, so I want to make sure that everyone understands I do not think you need to be in the 6 figure or multiple 6 figures to be successful. I do not think that. But if that's your desire, which it was for me, I wanted to scale because I had 3 daughters and I wanted to not have to go to weddings. I
Mhm.
wanted to have a team that would go to weddings and we would still be able to make a full-time income without having to work every Saturday.
Mhm.
And so for me, it was about scale. I cannot tell you how difficult it was for me to figure out that unlock to scale. I was like, how do you bring on full-time employees? How much do you pay them? Do you pay them benefits? What are their hours? How much do they work? And so for me, once I started figuring all that out and I kind of like unlocked it, literally, we just soared. I mean, there was no really stopping the revenue that was coming in. And so for me, I was like, there have to be other entrepreneurs that are out there that are like this. I'm not going to say I don't love teaching brand new wedding planners, but it's not my favorite thing. I think there's so many programs out there that can teach you like how to be a wedding planner. Here's our templates. And I'm sure we'll have that at some point too. But my passion is really for that planner or wedding pro in general that's maybe around that like $60,000 mark in revenue. And they're like, I'm doing okay. Like my clients are coming in, I'm figuring it out. But how do I not work every Saturday? Because
Mhm.
if you're still at that like, you know, 60, $70,000 mark, you likely don't have a big team. So you're going out on every event and it's figuring out how do I pay myself plus a team and start pulling back. So that's what I really love teaching. And that's what we really stepped into the market to do. And then COVID hit, which was actually such a blessing for me because it allowed me to pull way back from Blush while we had a lull and really focus on helping other wedding pros that didn't have a team.
Yeah.
So I just started going live every single day, 7 days a week. I would go live on my Facebook and I would just say, here's what my team is doing today for Corona. Here's what my team is doing today. And it kind of just became this thing where people would tune in to say, sometimes it was just like, I just need to see a friendly face because I'm like locked in my house with my kids and we have no events and I just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
That's how I got good with live.